Good morning and welcome again to our daily devotion. We started sharing on the power of small, and we looked at Jesus talking about one of the principles. Was looking for a way to share some principle of the kingdom. And then he talked about how that things will remain the same. A seed will remain the same until it's sown into the earth. And I said that seed could be likened to maybe a desire, a thought, an idea, a faith project, And I said that oftentimes or at all times, we need to take that step, that small step, to begin to unleash the power that is inherent in maybe that idea or that thought or that revelation, whatever it is. And today we'll continue looking at, just this principle. The world often tries to praise doing big things, whether for God or in the social circle. But with God, we use the principle of the seed. In every seed is a tree, in every seed is a forest. Something little that is started by faith can give birth to something enormous, something powerful. Now, never despise small things and never despise small beginnings. Never despise small things. It may look as though it is small today, but it might have a massive and huge future ahead. In the book of Zechariah chapters 4, we read verse 9. Zechariah chapters 4, verse 9. The hands of Zerubbabel have laid the foundation of this house. His hands shall also finish it. And thou shalt know that the Lord of hosts has sent me unto you. God is saying your hands started it. Your hands will finish it. Verse 10, for who hath despised the day of small things? For they shall rejoice and shall see the plummet in the hand of Zerubbabel with those seven. They are the eyes of the Lord which run to and fro through the whole earth. Bible says, for who hath despised the day of small things? Another version says, despise not the days of little beginnings. Don't despise it. There is something powerful in starting small. There is something powerful in just taking that first step of faith towards that which the Lord has committed into your heart. Yes, what might work might be something big, everything being provided. But there's a principle and there's a power behind the little seed that has been sown. And the book of Job, chapters 8 and verse 7. Job, chapters 8 and verse 7. Though thy beginning was small, yet thy latter end should greatly increase. Hallelujah. Though your beginning was small, your beginning at your job, your beginning at your community, your beginning at your ministry, whatever it is, maybe the beginning was humble, maybe the beginning was small. The word of the Lord to you is that your latter end shall greatly increase. But you got to take that step of faith. That little idea, that little revelation, it sounds so little. But if it is sown by faith, it could produce something powerful. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 18. Said, but the path of the just is that like the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. Look at that. The path ahead of you. The Bible says it's going to be shining more and more unto the perfect day. It may not look as though it's perfect yet. It may not look as though everything you need is there yet. It may not look like the way you want it to be. Your relationship may not look the way it should be. But hey, I want to encourage you. Don't give up. Bible says, for the path of the just is like a shining light that shines more and more unto the perfect day. Keep making progress. Keep taking those small steps because they are going to lead to something more powerful that you could have imagined. God often starts big things in a small way. Don't allow someone discourage you. Don't allow the enemy discourage you. You know, sometimes people make mistakes in their life and they are trying to start again, and the enemy is constantly reminding them of how where they are is too little compared to where they used to be. Don't let that discourage you. If you're starting again, remember the power of small. It might be a project that you're embarking on. It might be a desire about your health. You've had this big, massive health challenge. And sometimes it's okay to just celebrate little improvements because a complete turnaround could start in a small way. Do not ignore the small progress in your life, in your relationship, in your health, in your ministry. Learn to celebrate the small things. Because if you're celebrating the small things, they'll keep growing and growing until the bigger things. It might be a desire for a spiritual impact. It might be an idea about a community transformation. It might be a goal or a dream. There's the power of small. There's the power of small. Start small. Just take that first step of faith. Here's a question for you. What can I do at this time? Concerning that dream, concerning that project, concerning that desire. What can I do today? What can I do at this place? What can I give to it? What can I contribute? What do I have in my hands? If you search around, you might find that there's something you can do about it. It may look little, but I want to encourage you that there is power in small. When Moses met God, he asked him what he had in his hands. When the people had followed Christ, there was a little boy with bread and fish. Compared to the crowds, that bread and fish, 5 loaves and 2 fishes, seemed to be so small. But what did Jesus do? Jesus took what he had and then he committed into the hands of God. Whenever something small is committed into the hands of God, God can use it and multiply it over time with more than what you have in your hand, what you have to do. I hope to continue sharing a bit more on different testimonies, just along the line of the power of small. God bless you and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you.